How to properly place commas. Commas are important punctuation marks that help clarify the meaning of sentences and make writing easier to read. Knowing where to place commas correctly can improve your writing and help you avoid common mistakes. Here is a guide to using commas properly, along with explanations of common comma misuses. Combining two strong clauses joined with a coordinating conjunction. When you combine two independent clauses, complete sentences, with a coordinating conjunction, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, place a comma before the conjunction. Example: I wanted to go for a walk, but it started raining. Separating three or more items in a series. Use commas to separate three or more items in a list. Place a comma after each item except the last one. Example: we need to buy apples, oranges, bananas, and grapes. Setting off introductory phrases or clauses. Place a comma after an introductory phrase or clause to separate it from the main part of the sentence. Example: after finishing his homework, John went to play outside. Setting off one or more words that interrupt the flow of thought in a sentence. Use commas to set off words, phrases, or clauses that interrupt the main idea of a sentence. Example: my brother, who is a doctor, lives in New York. Separating two or more adjectives that modify the same noun. If two or more adjectives modify the same noun and you can substitute the word and for the comma, use a comma to separate them. Example: she wore a bright, colorful dress. Separating two clauses if a dependent marker is used to start the sentence. If a sentence starts with a dependent marker, such as although, because, if, when, place a comma after the dependent clause. Example: although it was late, we decided to watch another movie. Setting off direct quotes. Use commas to set off direct quotes from the rest of the sentence. Example: I'm not sure, she said, if I can make it to the party. Setting off introductory words. Place a comma after introductory words like well, yes, no, or however. Examples: on July 4, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed. Martin Luther King Jr. was a great leader. Paris, France, is a beautiful city. Setting off names in direct address. When addressing someone directly, use commas to set off their name. Example: Maria, can you help me with this? Common comma misuses. Separating the subject and the predicate. Do not place a comma between the subject of a sentence and its predicate, the part of the sentence that tells what the subject does. Incorrect: my friend went to the store. Correct: my friend went to the store. Separating a verb and its object. Avoid placing a comma between a verb and its object, the thing that receives the action of the verb. Incorrect: she bought a new dress. Correct: she bought a new dress. Putting a comma in a compound subject or predicate with two items. Do not use a comma to separate the parts of a compound subject or compound predicate that has only two items. Incorrect: my brother and my sister are coming to visit. He likes to run and swim. Correct: my brother and my sister are coming to visit. He likes to run and swim. Using one comma to set off an interrupter. When setting off an interrupter, use a pair of commas, not just one. Incorrect: my teacher, however, told me to redo the assignment. Correct: my teacher, however, told me to redo the assignment. Conclusion. Properly placing commas can make your writing clear and easy to read. Remember to use commas to combine strong clauses, separate items in a list, set off introductory phrases and words, and clarify direct quotes and addresses. Avoid common mistakes like separating the subject and predicate, separating a verb and its object, and misplacing commas in compound subjects and predicates. By following these rules, you can use commas effectively in your writing. This has been a production of D&J Designs and MathMan 1962. Click the subscribe button to be notified when new videos are added. Find free adult education instructional materials at edtech.dnjdesigns.org.